Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury.
Latrey. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Vucevic is screen on Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple. Those two moves got the opening basket of the game for the Bulls.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's KD, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact.
From the arc. And again, no good by Chicago.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Well, Josh Giddey provides a Ford Generals mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition. Now that's how you force the issue with the defense. Şengün really powered his way through that foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Attacking the heart of that defense. What I like about White, he can finish with either hand.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And he gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Giddey finds Vucevic. Now Giddey. A 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
It cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now here's White. Really struggled in the loss against Cleveland. And Vucevic throws it down.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vuce setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Here's Shepherd. Pass to Şengün. Got it. Good job in the low post. Şengün's got 5.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Vucevic, the pass to Dosunmu. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Dosunmu's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls. Shepherd with the ball. Inside, Şengün. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Shepherd.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Now here's Durant. Oh my goodness! What a play!
A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam.
Time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Now here's Capella. Durant, the pass to Eason. Good on the three-point shot. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Vucevic down low. Capella covering. White dishes to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
You can count on White to make clever passes and operate the offense.
And KD's got the ball here for Houston. Pass to Moody. Back to KD. And they pick up 2. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. And he drives in. Stolen. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Jones. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Nice move. Clock at 6. Here's Terry on the money from 12 feet away.
Settle in on defense. Well, sometimes you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Josh Giddey. Allie, what's the word?
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Bulls. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. While it took some time for him to completely recover from this injury, there is a chance that he could play on it. So we'll be monitoring him closely. Back to you.
Allie, thanks as always.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
Start the second quarter. Herter, no good. The Rockets leading. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Healed with a screen on Herter. Here's Moody. Şengün kicks to Finney-Smith. Goes up again. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. Smith for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Here's Jones. Collins setting the big for Jones. And finished off by Collins.
In a tight game like this.
Şengün, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And here is Dosunmu. He's got 6. Pass to Buzelis. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Rockets trail by 4. Ooh, Durant with a strong finish inside. Collins wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple. The Rockets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. He's in with it. Jones covering. Count it. Şengün's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. They double-team KD. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Buzelis. Jones against Hield. Jones kicks to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Durant. Lets it go from 11. Here's Şengün. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Pass to Dosunmu. To the middle. And the dunk by Eason.
Impressive dime from KD. You look at his assist numbers over his career, and they are elite for his position.
He's got 8, and it's Vucevic missing. Hield outside. Here's Eason. Eason, a screen on White. And the slam by Moody.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Dosunmu with it. Good work defensively by KD. Hield outside. Back to KD. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered in the style.
Puts up a deep 3. Eason grabs the board. Rockets leading by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him. And I know the guys in the front court love having him out there, giving them all that little extra help down low.
Now here's Dosunmu. 8 points for him. Chalk up 2 there. Dosunmu's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. 4-point game. Smith with a screen on White. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Jacks up a 3. Outside for Durant. This one for 3. Durant, money from deep. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. White the pass to Giddey. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Driving in to end the cold streak. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from White.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Rockets on top, leading by 6. And we'll get going after this from United Center.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant, and Shepherd in at the 1.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Bulls trail by 8. So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor, but Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young, and for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game.
And Giddey gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Durant the pass to Shepherd. Outside Durant. Smith sets the pick for KD. Just 3 to shoot, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. KD's shot is off. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Dosunmu. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Now here's Dosunmu. 10 points for him. That one drops for him.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Smith sets the pick for KD. Driving to the basket.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night. Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
To the paint, here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Durant down low. Defended by Dosunmu. A nice shot by KD.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. Chicago needs to get off a shot here, and Vucevic throws it down.
Look, when he's within range, Vuce is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Driving the lane, and finished off by Shepherd.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And here is Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Over Şengün. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Giddey.
Look, Vuce is a big man that can score at all 3 levels. And look, his versatility makes him a nightmare for defenses.
Giddey with it. Picked up by Shepherd. And Vucevic kicks to White. Back to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Rockets leading by 4. Now Durant. 21 points in the game. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. A powerful flush by Durant.
This is how smart Durant is. Able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Wasted no time on that one. Those Sunus got 4 points in the quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Down low. And then Smith with the dunk.
Using the pick nicely. Durant able to find the open man.
Thompson against White. Vucevic is screen on Thompson. Got it, and the Houston Movement cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Vucevic.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Durant. Durant gets it done inside.
And seeing where the Rockets are,
They've been on a roll this season, currently first in the conference, but they know they still have a lot of work to do.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for White. Here's KD. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 27. Here's Giddey. Off target with his 3. Houston leading by 8. Shepherd with the ball. Outside, KD. In the corner, it's Eason. And then Durant with the jam.
Seems like Durant barely has to jump between his height, his long arms. It just makes the putback so easy.
Eason grabs the board.
and the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Buzelis. No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range.
A guy who completely trusts his mechanics. Huerter knocks it down.
KD looking around. Eason, a screen on Huerter. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 7 points in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Collins setting the pick for Giddey. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Collins.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Capella with a screen on Herter. Durant the pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And Capella has run pick and rolls so many times, adept at knowing where to cut after the screen.
From deep, Collins. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Durant against Collins. KD's shot is good. KD's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Collins kicks to Herter. Here's Dosunmu. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Smith checked in for Buzelis. White comes in for Kevin Herter. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Jones, up in time. And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Şengün with a screen on Jones. And Şengün throws it down.
Scoring really comes naturally for Şengün. He's been taking care of business tonight.
And it's White missing.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Holiday, the pass to Eason. Pass to Şengün. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's White. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White can definitely get up and finish. He's got some sneaky athleticism.
Holiday finds Eason. Now Moody. Now Eason. Holiday inside the line. Again, the Rockets score.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Vucevic has checked in. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Rockets. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it."
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Jones. The rebound by KD. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Smith for 3. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. KD draws the double. Eason finds Durant. Houston moving the ball around. Tips it. And then Durant with the jam. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Durant, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Here's White driving inside. And the jam by White.
When White gets going at full speed, it is tricky to get in front of this man.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Durant against White. Bounce pass from Durant. And Şengün throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
White the pass to Vučević. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
White against Durant. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down. Fires for 3. Şengün with the rebound.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
White against KD. Good work there as it goes. Durant's got 42 in the game.
I love the way Durant breaks down defenses, especially in these pick-and-roll matchups.
Here's Jones. Dives to the hoop. And the layup falls. Here's Giddey. Great defense that time from Şengün. And finished off by KD.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
No good there. Nice D from Durant. Here's Finney-Smith. And here is Şengün. Outside Durant. Launches a 3. Drains the three-pointer. KD's got 47 points.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Count the basket.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Leading the fast break. That misses off the backboard. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
They have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A home win and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammate.
He got it again! Sensational!
3. And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances. It's Jones on the wing. Guarded by KD. Clock at 4. They need this. Vučević. And Vučević throws it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's KD. And Houston again with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game